of renovations, including painting and refurbishment of several offices and common areas. These improvements are aimed at creating a more conducive working environment for both members and staff to enhance our service delivery. I therefore wish to request your patience and indulgence as these works continue. There may be temporary shifts in office arrangements or slight disruptions in the usual flow of administrative services. I have directed the clerk to ensure that these works are completed within the shortest time possible to minimize any further inconvenience. Further, honorable members, as we resume, we enter a critical phase of the budget cycle. In line with the requirements of Article 196 of the Constitution of Kenya and the Public Finance Management Act, the Assembly is scheduled to conduct public participation on budget estimates for financial year 2026-2027. The input of the people of Nandi is very paramount in ensuring that our fiscal planning is responsive to their needs. I urge all members to mobilize their constituents to participate robustly in this process once the schedule is formally released by the relevant committee. Our commitment to oversight and representation will be judged by how well we safeguard the public interest during these upcoming hearings. As we begin this new session, let us maintain the high standard of debate and decorum that this House is known for. We have a heavy legislative agenda ahead, and I look forward to your continued dedication to the service of the people of Nandi. I therefore welcome you back to this particular session. I thank you. Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Mr. Speaker, I rise under standing order number 34. On a motion to seek the adjournment of the County Assembly for the purpose of discussing a definite matter of county importance, under standing order number 34. Honorable Speaker, aware that for generations the sporting world has carried out a belief that one of the most formidable barriers in human endurance, the 42-kilometer marathon under 2 hours, was a mark that would remain almost impossible to break. Yet, in a stunning demonstration of discipline, courage, and extraordinary talent, Sebastian Kimaru Sawe, a son of Nandi and a Kenyan long-distance runner of remarkable pedigree, shattered that long-held assumption at the recently concluded London Marathon of 2026 with a breathtaking time of 1 hour, 59 minutes and 30 seconds. Sawe did not merely win a race, he rewrote history. He did not only break the record, expanding the horizon of what humanity had thought impossible. In doing so, he placed himself among the greatest names in history of athletics and reminded the world that records are not permanent when confronted by excellence, sacrifice, and relentless determination. This was not just an athletic achievement, it was a historic moment that will be spoken of for generations. Noting that the magnitude of this achievement was not lost in the nation, so significant was this moment that the President of the Republic of Kenya took personal cognizance of it and hosted Sebastian Sawe at State House, a powerful gesture that underscored the national pride and the global significance attached to this landmark and accomplishment. Such recognition demonstrates that this was not an ordinary sporting history, but a matter that lifted the image of Kenya before the world and affirmed our standing as a nation of champions. Noting that on Monday, 24th May 2026, Sebastian Sawe received traditional blessings from Nandi elders in keeping with the cherished custom reserved for the Kalenjin heroes returning home in triumph. That symbolic welcome was a profound reminder that this young man has brought distinction to the people of Nandi and the people of Kenya in general. Further aware that the governor of Nandi County also joined the nation in celebrating this historic feat by conferring an award upon him and announcing that his government will secure for him a 3-bedroom house in the soon to be completed affordable housing project at Chesumei. This gesture, while commendable, also speaks to the scale of the honor this young man has brought to the county. While acknowledging this remarkable son of our county, let us also reflect soberly on the broader lesson this achievement carries. Nandi County has immense untapped sporting potential. If the right environment, facilities, training systems, mentorships and structures, and athlete support mechanisms are put in place, then this county can produce many more record breakers and world beaters. Talent alone is not enough. It must be nurtured, managed, rewarded, and protected. This house resolves that both levels of government to remain proactive in talent identification, talent development, talent management, and talent reward systems. Let us invest deliberately in youth development, sporting infrastructure, and support programs that will allow talent in our villages and schools to be discovered and refined into world-class excellence. Truly, Sawe has shown us that with determination, the impossible can become possible. Mr. Speaker, may I ask the Honorable Whip, Honorable Matthew Sang, to second this motion.
Honorable Speaker, I stand to second this very important matter that has been brought by Honorable Isaac Mosbey. We note with the importance that this great achievement has brought to this county of ours, Nandi, and I would wish to also convey my satisfaction and applaud Mr. Sawe, who has done us great again. We've had several athletes who have brought Nandi into the picture of the world, not only the country, Honorable Speaker. Therefore, I second and I call upon honorable members to applaud the same, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
I thank you, honorable members. Honorable Isaac has moved a motion pursuant to Standing Order 34, whereas Standing Order 34(3) says that, of course, I am satisfied that this is a matter of county importance, But it further says that if the speaker is satisfied in terms of paragraph 2 and not less than 5 other members rise in their places in support, the speaker shall nominate the time on the same day at which such motion may be moved. Yes, I'm aware that the honorable member from from Kobuje Ward has indeed seconded the motion, but I've not seen members. I'm now constrained because I've only seen 3 members, and we're being told that not less than 5 other members rise in their places in support of the motion. So I'm now satisfied. Perhaps we can have the motion discussed, debated. Honorable Rotich Ezra.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. And I'm happy because we are learning day by day. You know, we thought we were almost coming to an end of this first, third assembly, but the standing orders appear as new each and every day. And I'm happy because we are learning. I can see Honorable Bates, the veteran member, in terms of procedures, is also surprised that we are supposed to rise up on such scenario. But I'm very happy and grateful, Honorable Speaker, for accepting this time so that we have this special discussion on our hero, not only in Nandi, but also a hero that was able to show the world that it's true, no man is limited. I'm standing here, Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the great people of Kurgung Surungai, Nandi at large and Kenya, to continue congratulating our son, Sebastian Sawe. I was lucky to be seated on that particular day when that gentleman was running that particular race. And I was a worried man. At that day, I was seated with LOM, Leader of Majority, Honorable Member from Sangalo, and I was a worried man because it happened that I had never seen Sebastian Sawe running in other races before. And the only person I knew whom I had seen running that particular race or other races was the gentleman from Ethiopia by the name Kachelcha. And I was very worried because I had seen the potential of Kachelcha before in 10,000 races and 5,000 races. And I was telling LOM, Leader of Majority, this Kachelcha will give us problems. He might win this race. The only person who gave me confidence was the Leader of Majority. He told me, I have seen Sawe running, and this is the man that will break this particular record. And I got that confidence at that time. And when the race continued towards the tail end, the last five kilometers, it came to proof because the gentleman was confident, the way he was running, and you know, there was a way Leader of Majority was describing. Based on the postures of the hands, he was saying, and you see him still, you know, those hands are yet to move. Bado mambo, that is, I quote. And towards the tail end of that particular race, Honorable Speaker, he proved that true, the gentleman was ready to break that particular record. The last 2 minutes of that particular race, no one was still seated on where we were. All of us were standing and celebrating the kind of race that boy was already showing. I'm here today to challenge other athletes who are practicing. I'm happy because, you know, when once in a while, most of the time when all of us are coming to Kapsabet here, along the routes, we see so many athletes practicing. Sebastian Sawe is evident proof that anything is possible. I urge our youth to continue practicing. Talent pays, and we want to appreciate our president for recognizing Sebastian Sawe by giving him a state reception, and on top of that, we as the county government of Nandi, led by our governor Stephen Sang, was able to have that grand reception that we did on Monday. We are very happy. We need to ensure that we honor such great athletes in our country. And during the interview, he made it clear that he will still push to greater limits. He will still push to greater limits. That means, apart from that record that he has already surpassed of coming below 2-hour mark, he can still break the same record. So I'm happy, and we are here to celebrate him. On behalf of the great people of Kurgu Surungai and all other leaders, we want to wish Sebastian and say congratulations, and may God continue blessing our athletes as they proceed. And it was enough proof that really Nandi County is the real source of champions. Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Member from Olesos, Honorable Isaiah Maina.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I would like to say that indeed Sebastian made all of us very proud. I was very happy to note, very excited indeed, when we finally managed as human beings, he did it on our behalf, to get the under 2 hours. And we are so lucky that the same Sebastian comes from among us, that he carries the same genes as ourselves, that he's been around. I was even pleasantly surprised and excited at the same time, Honorable Speaker, when I heard that he normally practices, or he used to practice within Sabet. And indeed, he was using the facilities, the county facilities. I think I was fairly happy about that. It gives an encouragement that, I mean, if you want to put effort and stay disciplined and focused, there is a chance that you can do wonderful things. And I think that should inform all of us. All of us. Having said that, Honorable Speaker, I was just trying to, to get the substance of what exactly Honorable Shak wanted us to do, other than accolades, and I would like to urge this House, including him, that when we adjourn like this, so that we can discuss a matter so critical, it would be nice if really we get down to having some things that we will finally resolve and that they can be done. Particularly so if they have a financial implication, Honorable Speaker. So it would be, it's my view that maybe we can have this as a kind of conversation that goes on, so that we ask ourselves, what can the county government do? What more can we do? And I think that requires a bigger conversation, so that all the requirements, I just saw, Honorable Speaker, as I was coming in, the place, there is a certain billboard, Honorable Speaker, as you come into Kapsabet from the direction of Nandi Hills. And Sebastian is there, and of course, and there is a politician there also as well, Honorable Speaker, the face of a politician. But I was looking at I was looking at the track where he was running through. It didn't look very nice. I mean, there are stones and so on, and somebody could fall and injure themselves. I mean, if you are looking at that. So our runners, in as much as we always celebrate very much when we see what they have done, I think the substance of what Honorable Ishak would like us to do is to be able to provide something, to contribute to this success beforehand, so that we could then hear Sebastian and others saying, I thank the county government of Nandi, I thank so and so, I thank my community for supporting me when I was still being discovered, or when I was discovering myself. So, Honorable Speaker, I think therein lies the challenge. And we would like probably to do more, and that's why I would suggest that even as we discuss this motion and probably pass it, it should not be something that is just for the purposes of, probably I would say, Honorable Speaker, albeit it can be taken out of context sometimes, that we are just trying to get some low-hanging fruit. It's good to be associated with Sebastian right now. So anybody would really like to be associated with him. Question is, did you contribute to his success? Did you know him before? Or you just discovered today after he broke the world record? Did we know you? So I think what my brother here is saying is that let us know these champions even before. Let's contribute. And you will know a champion even from the beginning. So we cannot be blind until the day we hear somebody has done something wonderful in some far city. And then we are like, oh yeah, we are here. Low-hanging fruits. Let's develop these people when they are still struggling. There are so many of them around here who do not have food. They don't have a place to stay. They don't have any of these facilities. And we will give credit to these white men. And unfortunately, Honorable Speaker, in fact, this is my last point. The value chain that is this business, the athletics business, we should ask ourselves, where are we in the value chain? Who is the owner of Sebastian? Is it us or some white man somewhere who was able to have faith in him beforehand, gave him the shoes and probably even paid for the ticket and so on, those sort of things. So you find that these people are the ones making money. We want to make money. Our people should make money. Our young men should make money, even including from the value chain of the sports industry, the entirety. So I think, whereas I thank the Honorable Member for doing this, I'd like us to initiate a conversation that will not end today, as is a tendency for us to do, where we just say, I, end of story.
Honorable Member from Nandi, Honorable Talbey.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity that I may also contribute to this motion of county importance as moved by my able member of County Assembly from Kaptumo. Honorable Speaker, I think some of us were privileged to attend the event, and we want first to congratulate the county government led by our able governor for organizing that special reception for Sebastian Sawe, Mr. Speaker, our hero. Mr. Speaker, we learned a lot in that day. When Sebastian was sharing his story, Mr. Speaker, it was a touching story. Both of a story which shows a lot of resilience, Mr. Speaker. Sebastian shared how their family moved from, how he moved himself from Nandi to Asingishu, and the challenges he faced, Mr. Speaker, even in paying his own school fees. And at some point, he had to kind of drop out of school, Mr. Speaker, because of the various challenges. But the story, the gist of the story, Mr. Speaker, is his dedication to his work. He told us that he wakes up as early as 5:30 to prepare, Mr. Speaker. And when he gave us his story that he covers over 200 kilometers per week, Mr. Speaker, it shows a lot of resilience. And I was wondering, Mr. Speaker, if all of us could put even a small effort of what Sebastian did to prove to the world that no human is limited, Mr. Speaker, I think even as a county we would be far. I want to appreciate, I know my colleagues have done, Mr. Speaker, we appreciate the President because since he took over, Mr. Speaker, the reins of powers in this country, our sportsmen have been appreciated, Mr. Speaker. Initially, such heroes could just fly our flag so high, but they would not receive recognition. But we saw the President hosting our athletes in the State House, and there was a special gesture that was shown, Mr. Speaker, that even Sebastian and Amos were given a military chopper. That was an honor of its own, Mr. Speaker, because no one is easily recognized. That was a great recognition that they were accorded the military chopper to ferry them to Eldoret, Mr. Speaker. And I want also to thank Governor and the county government. They afforded one of the gifts which were given to Sebastian will be an affordable housing in Jesumei sub-county, Mr. Speaker. I know the one for Mgwens are almost, I think they are full. But Mr. Speaker, sometimes you see people speaking in the social media that the President or the Kenya Kwanza government has done nothing. If there is an affordable housing which we can give to an hero, it means, Mr. Speaker, the government is working. So, Mr. Speaker, I join other residents and the honorable members in still congratulating Sebastian, and he has demonstrated to our young people that nothing is impossible. But, Mr. Speaker, while I was there, if I were given an opportunity, I saw hundreds of athletes, both champions and the upcoming athletes there, Mr. Speaker. And I was wondering how they managed to come to our training facility. When the coach was given an opportunity to speak, Mr. Speaker, in fact, he encouraged the governor, and I want to applaud the governor. I know this is his last term, and one of the legacies he's leaving is the Kipchoge complex. And there was a debate whether the sports facility, the track should have been Maram or Tata. And the coach, which Honorable Shangu was saying, his name is Claudio, say that for training purposes, the Maram track, Mr. Speaker, is the best. And he applauded the county for maintaining it, and he requested that we should not convert it to a Maram track, to a Tata track, but maintain it as a Maram track, Mr. Speaker. So I was wondering, Mr. Speaker, what we can do to our athletes. Because most of our athletes, especially in the far flanks of Derek, Jepterwa, and those areas, Mr. Speaker, they cannot all be coming daily to Kapsabet. And I saw the partnership between the national government and the county government of Nairobi. I wish if there was such a partnership, Mr. Speaker, so that we can be able to construct maybe in Kipchoge complex a hostel, which we can give maybe kind of a pro bono, or we just charge a small fee, so that the athletes can have a residential area, Mr. Speaker, because some of the athletes who go to the various training camps face a lot of challenges. But if a county government, we can partner with maybe affordable housing in the national government, we construct the hostels in Kipchoge now that we have training facilities. And we thank God even the President has given us a bigger stadium, meaning we'll be able to accommodate more athletes, Mr. Speaker. But where they stay is a problem, Mr. Speaker. And I believe, even as we go for budget making, maybe the sports department should consider, Mr. Speaker, even if the county resources are not adequate, we can liaise with the national government and do what Nairobi is doing currently by partnering with the national government, so that we can have enough hostels for our athletes. Even if we charge them even 5% of what they are paying in terms of rents outside there, Mr. Speaker, these athletes will be able to be assisted, Mr. Speaker, because a story of Sebastian, if he could not, if he didn't get the assistance from maybe the coach or family, because he was telling us even one of the family members hosted him in Uasin Gishu. I think he said Kimumu or so. But most athletes don't get that chance of being hosted by a relative, Mr. Speaker. So, and now that part of sports is involved, Mr. Speaker, we should do something so that we can be able to host, especially those athletes from needy backgrounds, Mr. Speaker, and help them nurture their potential and achieve what Honorable Shangu was saying. Because we only want to take credit, Mr. Speaker, but are we there when they need us? When they need somewhere to get shelter? When they need even sports equipment? Are we always there, Mr. Speaker? So I want to plead with these honorables that in as much as we are debating this motion of county importance, let's also think beyond, Mr. Speaker, beyond the motion and see what we will be able to do. I hope His Excellency Governor will share an MOU. The coaches drafted a memorandum of understanding or a request, kind of, and they presented to the governor. But now that we are not privy to what they were requesting, Mr. Speaker, I hope in due course the governor will be able to share so that we see, even as we go for budget making process, we can see that document and see what we are able to assist as a house to bring to the reality the request of the coaches and the athletes, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I support. Thank you.
Honorable Salma.
Asante sana Bwana Spika kwa kunipa fursa hii. Hata mimi ningependa pia kujiunga na Wakenya wengine kumpongeza mkimbiaji Sebastian. Kwa kweli Sebastian alitupa picha nzuri kama nchi ya Kenya kwa ushindi wake. Kushinda kwa Sebastian, wanasema kila kitu kina sababu, na ushindi wake unaweza kuwa ndio chanzo ya wakimbiaji wengine kutambulika na kusaidika kwa changamoto ambazo wanapitia. Wakati tulikuwa tunamsherehekea Sebastian kwa kaunti ya Nandi juzi, kulikuwa na mmoja wao ambaye alipatia gavana wetu hati ya makubaliano, na nina uhakika katika hilo hati kulikuwa na mambo mengi ambayo waliandika ambayo inawahusu. Nina uhakika wakati ambapo walikaa na wakajua kutakuwa na sherehe kama hiyo, walikaa kama kamati ya wakimbiaji na wakaandika changamoto zote ambazo wanapitia, na governor ninaamini ni kiongozi ambaye atatambua hata kuwa anasherehekea tu ushindi wao, lakini ni wakati mkuu wake wa kuchukua fursa hii kuona changamoto zote ambazo hawa vijana wanapitia na atawasaidia. Na nina imani pia governor atatuhusisha kama assembly, na sisi pia tutaona ni wapi tunaweza ingilia na kusaidia hao vijana. Kwa kweli walitia bidii. Tuligundua siku hiyo kulingana na huyo kijana wakati alikuwa wana majadiliano. Kijana aliongea kwa utulivu sana, na tukaona kuwa ushindi haukuji na kelele. Ushindi inataka nidhamu. Huyu kijana alikuwa anaonyesha nidhamu ya hali ya juu, na akatuonyesha kuwa ukimtegemea Mwenyezi Mungu na ufanye mazoezi ya kila siku utashinda. Kijana Sebastian alikuwa mtulivu sana na tulifurahia sana, na ni kijana ambaye kila mtu anapenda kujihusisha naye. Ikiwa ulimsaidia hapo awali ama haukumsaidia, lazima tumsherekee. Hatuwezi kosa kumsherekea kwa sababu hatukukua hapo awali. Na ndio utambulike, lazima ufanye kitu ndio utatambulika. Na huyu kijana alifanya jambo la busara ambalo kila mtu anamtambua na kila mtu atajihusisha nayo. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Spika, tunamtakia huyo kijana kila laheri na tunamuombea Mungu azidi kumnawirisha kwa kila ambalo analifanya. Shukran.
Honorable member from Kapsabet, Honorable Kerich Matata.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity so that I can join fellow Kenyans and on behalf of the residents of Kapsabet Ward to also express our congratulatory message to Sebastian Sawe for breaking the world record. Honorable Speaker, going by the words of Eliud Kipchoge, that no man is limited, no human is limited. Actually, Sebastian Sawe has proved that, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, and I can also predict that Sebastian Sawe, going by his physical appearance, Honorable Speaker, is also going to break his own record very soon. I can predict that, Honorable Speaker. Because when he was at the point of breaking the record, it actually shows that he was still very energetic. And I can surely say here, without fear of any contradiction, that we pray for Sebastian Sawe so that he can also fly the flag of Kenya high, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I also want to use this opportunity and to call upon the National Assembly that they should actually amend the law so that all the prizes that are won by our athletes should be actually exempted from tax, Honorable Speaker. I think this is one way. This is one way whereby we can appreciate our athletes by not subjecting their prizes that they have won. Because I was seeing in social media, and I don't know if it is correct, that the prizes that were won by Honorable Sebastian Sawe, if subjected to tax alone will take 18 million. So I think it is high time as a country, and I call upon the National Assembly to intervene so that all the prizes won by our athletes across should be tax exempt as a way of motivating our athletes. And also those people that are representing Kenya in all the sporting activities, all their prizes should be tax exempt. Honorable Speaker, as a county assembly, and going by the challenges that our athletes here have been facing, I think also because we are in the process of the budgetary process, we need to see through the Department of Sports, so we do some allocation that will be directly directed to the welfare of our athletes. Honorable Speaker, sometimes some of these athletes call us requesting that sometimes even they have challenges in raising money for food, especially those are in the training camps. So I think as an assembly, we should take up this issue and factor in the budget so that we can allocate some amount so that it can directly go through their welfare. Otherwise, I want to say we hope and we pray that we shall have more of our athletes like Sebastian Sawe. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Member from Terik Ward, Honorable Kirwa Mainde.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this chance also. Let me thank the mover of the motion, Honorable Isaac Mosbey. And thank you also, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this chance to contribute also to the heroic celebration of the Sebastian Sawe to our country, Kenya, and also to Nandi County. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I will wish also to contribute also by also giving my celebratory congratulations to Sebastian Sawe. As by his age also we see that he is still a very young potential man, born 1995, 31 years. We are hoping and also encouraging him that way forward in the many races that we are going to he is going to compete, we wish him success so that we can also break his record. Also, let me also thank the current co-curricular activities for the new model of study in Kenya. If they will be well planned, we will have so many Sebastian Sawe because of current talent identification from the young learners. That's when we wish that the government will also budget well so that we can get new athletes way forward. Concerning the struggles of Sebastian Sawe, when we hear his story, it's a very touching story. We urge every member, if there is one that you can touch by giving support, it will be of great importance to the nation and the people of our county also. Let me thank also the President for his welcome on statesmanship that he showed to Sawe. And also we thank also President because during his tenure, we have seen so many stadiums built that will give room for the athletes and any other sports activity to be engaged by our people. I stand to support this motion. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Honorable Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I also rise to join the colleague members, Honorable Speaker, to also take this opportunity to congratulate Sebastian Sawe. Honorable Speaker, I was privileged to watch that marathon, Honorable Speaker, and I was really elated, Honorable Speaker, because you remember Eliud Kipchoge, I think ran, that is under 2 hours, which was not official, Honorable Speaker. And he finally said that there was no man is limited, Honorable Speaker. And now, Zawi has proved that no man is limited, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, as Nandi people, Honorable Speaker, we are really proud that Sebastian Zawi broke that record, Honorable Speaker, and at the sub 2 hour, Honorable Speaker. And actually, Honorable Speaker, it is actually it is a very elated moment, Honorable Speaker, across the county, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, we want to thank His Excellency the President, the way my colleague have said, Honorable Speaker, for honoring that airport talent, Honorable Speaker. And I was happy, Honorable Speaker, because when I saw His Excellency the President, I awarded him the number plate, which was written 15930, Honorable Speaker. I thought it's only just a number plate, but I realized it was a car, Honorable Speaker, which was part of the honor, Honorable Speaker, from His Excellency the President, Honorable Speaker. Number two, he gave the award, Honorable Speaker, that's about 5 million. He also gave the military chopper, Honorable Speaker, to ferry him all the way from, with the team, Honorable Speaker, from Nairobi up to Eldoret International Airport, Honorable Speaker, and whereby he was received by the great people of Nandi, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I really appreciate the way Honorable Shangu has said, His Excellency the Governor, Honorable Speaker, hosted him in a very nice event, Honorable Speaker. I think that event has not been done in Nandi, Honorable Speaker, for the entire, I think, over 20 years, Honorable Speaker. It was a very big event in honor of an hero, Honorable Speaker. And that's a way to honor these great people, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, I think the Assembly will proceed, Honorable Speaker, also again, so that we can even have one of the streets in Kapsabet being renamed Sebastian Sawe Street, Honorable Speaker, in honor of this great hero, Honorable Speaker. And number three, Honorable Speaker, we can even invite him to the Assembly so that he can join us one day, Honorable Speaker, so that we can honor him as an Assembly, Honorable Speaker, because he's a real champion, Honorable Speaker, that will steer this great county to the great places, Honorable Speaker. Lastly, Honorable Speaker, I think the way Honorable Matata said, we have some of the, at least we have a lot of challenges, and they have potential, Honorable Speaker. I think because it's a period whereby we are making budget, and I think it will be tabled shortly, Honorable Speaker, we can scrutinize this budget, Honorable Speaker, so that we can see a place where we can allocate some funds to support this, at least, Honorable Speaker. And even in the water development fund, Honorable Speaker, the water development fund, actually we can allocate some few funds for those, at least from the wards, Honorable Speaker, so that it can support this, at least the junior athletes, Honorable Speaker. Otherwise, Honorable Speaker, we want to thank Sebastian, we want to thank the people of Nandi for celebrating this hero. We want also to thank the Assembly, led by the able member of Kaptumo, Honorable Mospei, for actually creating this time and moving a motion on county importance, Honorable Speaker, so that we can thank and celebrate this hero, Honorable Speaker, the Sebastian Sawe, Honorable Speaker. Otherwise, Honorable Speaker, in Indiana's, Honorable Speaker, we can create time and invite him to the Assembly so that we can honor him officially, Honorable Speaker. I know even His Excellency the Governor awarded him with the affordable housing, and even now, the cow, which signifies a lot of respect, Honorable Speaker, in Nandi, because in Nandi and Akakwat, so that's why he was given the cow, Honorable Speaker, in honor as an hero in this great people of Nandi. I remember even the elders, Honorable Speaker, the Council of Elders, Honorable Speaker, gave him a stick that shows he can continue breaking this record the way Honorable Matata said. He can even have run up to 157 going forward, Honorable Speaker. So we want to wish Sebastian Sawe well, Honorable Speaker, as he trains so that he can also continue breaking the same record. Otherwise, Honorable Mosbey, thank you so much for this great motion. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Mosbey.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity maybe to make the last comments. I want to thank the honorable members who've contributed to this motion of county importance because, Mr. Speaker, you realize in many such occasions, Mr. Speaker, the honorable members are usually told to just stand and wave. I remember somebody tried to suggest that the honorable members step forward, Mr. Speaker, during that ceremony, and it was resisted by the public, Mr. Speaker. So for you to give us this opportunity to celebrate this young man, this great young man, and as the able majority leader has said, many times we make contributions, Mr. Speaker. Why can't we even make a contribution for this gentleman so that we can get him a cow, Mr. Speaker, so that as the county executive will be giving their gift of a cow, we as an assembly can also do the same, Mr. Speaker. Many things were highlighted, Mr. Speaker, including the request to have a bus. Those people who are requesting the athletes who are requesting that they can have a bus so that they can be using when traveling for competitions. Honorable members will attest, Mr. Speaker, that we've been going through problems, especially when our teams do well. They are requesting us as the MCS to fuel the school buses. Why can't we, during this budget making process, Mr. Speaker, why can't we allocate amounts? We can even slice our we can give a slice of our ward-based budget so that we can purchase maybe 2 or 3 buses that can always be on standby, that can be used by our sports people whenever they are going to various competitions, Mr. Speaker. Otherwise, Mr. Speaker, the ceremony was an opportunity for us to hear the challenges the athletes are facing, Mr. Speaker. They talked about that track, that it can only, the drainage should always be maintained so that they can use it, and they said that it is sufficient. They also mentioned those challenges, the small challenges that honorable members have said, even the food when they are on camp, the accommodation, and so on and so forth. They even mentioned that the road to the home of the champion is not in very good state, and I think they requested that that road be fixed. And it reminds us of the common challenges that this county is usually facing. So, Mr. Speaker, I thank members. As we celebrate this hero, let us put into action, particularly the challenges, or rather, so that we can overcome the challenges that they are going through, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I thank you. Thank you.
Honorable members, that is it. We appreciate that, Honorable Isaac. And perhaps, Honorable Clerk, we can have a copy of the Hansard extracted so that it can be transmitted to the said hero. I thank you. Next order. Honorable Maina, you have something to say? No, okay, next order.
Order number 5, papers.
Actually, we didn't get to petitions, Honorable Speaker. I think it was at that point when Ishak...
Exactly, and I therefore direct that we get back to the petitions.
Order number 4, petitions.
Mr. Speaker, I raise under Standing Order 203 2B. This is on presentation of petitions, where 2B provides, Honorable Speaker, that in the case of a petition presented through the clerk, report the petition to the county assembly. Honorable Speaker, I have in my knowledge that the clerk of this assembly received a petition from a member of the public on 14th or 15th of this month, or actually
Is
of
it
last month.
Last month, April?
Yes.
Yes.
And this is a petition that is sent in by one Christopher Kipngetich Ruto. And he would like to have some questions regarding the savings that were made, or whatever it is that happened when the nearly 2,000 members of staff in the county civil service were discontinued or probably sacked, if I can use that word. I'm just inquiring.
Well, Honorable Maina, you'll note that we've been in recess, and we've just resumed today, and that that date that you've highlighted, that is 15th day of April 2026, we were in our recess, and perhaps it is still undergoing the necessary procedures to confirm whether it meets the threshold for it to be presented to this county assembly. So I will plead with you to be very patient on that.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I've just read the standing orders, and it says that whenever such a thing comes,
And,
then the clerk should report to us.
And the only other way that you'll get to know that a petition has substantially met the threshold is when I, as the chair, communicate, and that will be now, at that point is when now you'll be waiting for a report, perhaps from the committee that that petition has been submitted to or directed to handle the matter.
I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
Honorable Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I wish to table the program-based budget estimates for financial year 2026-2027. And I beg to table.
Honorable members, I acknowledge the tabling of the program-based budget estimates for financial year 2026-2027, and the same honorable members is committed to the relevant committee. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
Honorable Geoffrey Kevolwe.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I'd like to give my statement pursuant to Standing Order 45 1C. I stand to seek a statement from the Chairperson Committee, Administration, Public Service, regarding status of the number of persons employed by Nandi County Public Service Board who are a resident of Kiptuya Ward, Chesumei Sub-County. Mr. Speaker, in this statement, I request the chairperson of the committee to address the following issues. One, the vacancies advertised by the board in recent past. Second, the date of all employees in the county and their wards of residence. Third, the number of employees from Kiptuya Ward in recent past. The criteria, fourth, the criteria used while employing to ensure equitable distribution of employment per ward. Mr. Speaker, there have been a cry in my, particularly on employment in my ward. Mr. Speaker, you remember the other time the Public Service Board advertised jobs, and Kiptuya has been neglected. Mr. Speaker, none, even one. It seems as if that Kiptuya people never went to school. And I've been seeing, I'm a resident of Kiptuya, I've been seeing students going to school, even universities. Even you, Mr. Speaker, you come from Kiptuya. So now, I don't know. What is happening, Mr. Speaker? Are we, does it mean that even me?
Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Maina, what is your point of order? Honorable Kevolo, you can be seated.
On responsibility for a statement of facts, Honorable Speaker, is the member in order to purport? It might be okay that he comes from there. Can he give the evidence that indeed there is nobody from Kiptuya who has been employed in the Nandi County Executive or whatever, the government? That is he in order to make that claim?
Honorable Isaac and Honorable Maina, and I believe that is now the statement that is seeking. He needs to have that data from the relevant committee.
But you see, Honorable Speaker, he has just said, as a fact, that according to him, and he has been there.
Well, Honorable Kevolwe, are you certain that there is no single employee that has been employed by the county government of Nandi from Kiptuya?
Yes, Speaker. Basing, I represent people from Kiptuya, and the cry has been on. They have been coming to me, lamenting that those who are, those even who are employed during 2013 are now at home. Mr. Speaker, it is me who knows.
The honorable member from Olesos has said that are you certain that no single, if you're not certain about the numbers, perhaps, you know, there are better terms that you can use.
Mr. Speaker, that's why I'm seeking statement. Whoever knows that there is somebody who has been employed, maybe he knows better. So he should come and give that fact that he knows so and so who has been employed and he comes from Kiptuya.
So are you maintaining the position that there is no single employee that has been...
There is no single employee. I haven't seen any.
So,
Honorable Speaker, you see, it's a very dangerous thing for this house because you see, we are a house of records.
Sure.
And it will be noted, if indeed that is the case. I do not disagree. If it is the case, could he table the evidence? That the honorable member knows every single person in Kiptuya.
I'm imagining, Honorable Maina, that if you were to put him on strict proof to demonstrate that some people have been employed, when he's saying that he has no data as regard who has been employed, I don't know the kind of evidence that you want the Honorable member from Kiptuya to table.
So maybe you could just say he suspects or he thinks.
Well,
It's
and,
an assumption. He's just making an allegation. Honorable Speaker, it shouldn't pass as a fact.
Because I believe Honorable Isaiah Maina, if the Honorable member from Kiptuya was to say that it is only 10 persons who have been employed, then he'll be under strict proof to demonstrate to this House that it is only those 10 particular persons. But in this case, he's saying that none. So,
Point of information.
yes, you want to inform, whom do you want to inform?
The House, Mr. Speaker. I'm coming in defense of Honorable.
So you're informing Honorable Kevolwe?
Will he agree, Mr. Speaker?
Well,
Yes.
perhaps we can seek his
Let me inform him.
consent.
Yes.
Honorable Kevolwe, would you wish to be informed by the Honorable member from Kaptumo Kaboi? Please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, so that Honorable Kevolwe clearly stated, Mr. Speaker, that in the recent past, so it is not about whether there are employees of the county in Kiptuya ward. He said, in the recent past, in the recent employment, there is none from there. And that is why maybe one resident was employed, then he moved to Kaptumo Kaboi, Mr. Speaker. But that is now for the statement to the chairman for administration to come and explain through an evidence of some sort, Mr. Speaker. So I think we are letting Honorable Kevolwe to go through difficult circumstances, and yet his statement is very, very clear, Mr. Speaker, on what he wants to know.
You also want to inform the Honorable member?
If we can actually amend that statement so that we can be given data on how the recent recruitment have been done across Nandi County, because we should not be dealing with one word, Honorable Speaker. We need to, this is a Nandi County Assembly, we should be dealing with matters Nandi County. So I think, Honorable Speaker, if under your indulgence, I think it is good we are giving data across all the wards, Honorable Speaker, so that as we interrogate the issues, each honorable member can know how many people of his ward have opportunities in the county government of Nandi. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
I note that Honorable Matata said that I know we are at liberty to make statements at any given time, but keenly looking at the statement sought by the Honorable member from Kiptuya, and more so Limb 2, is asking the data of all the employees in the county and the awards of residents. I believe with that particular information, that will have been cured. So do we have Honorable Bet, you have something also on that?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mine is to seek a response on a statement that I had asked a man ago.
Just before that, let me give directions on this particular matter.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So we have the chairperson, administration, Honorable member from Kiliboni Ward. Just before that, Honorable Kevolwe, you are to wind up before a point of order was raised.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just want now to wind up that maybe, you know, all this is all of us. And, you know, we have come here to represent people. And representing people means that you look into their affairs and any other issues. Mr. Speaker, Kiptuya people also needs to be given a fair judgment. And even at tail, there's a saying that says that ata mke wa nyama ni nyama. So even if we are given that, we will be happy, so happy, Mr. Speaker. Thank you so much.
Honorable Bridget Songok, you are the Vice Chairperson of administration. Are you able to give this, or rather, are you able to respond to this particular statement immediately?
Yes, thank you.
So you can be able to give, to highlight the number of vacancies advertised by the board in the recent past. You're also able to provide the data of all employees in the county and the awards of residents in this particular sitting.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Speaker. I appreciate what Honorable Kifolwe has requested from administration. And earlier on, we had requested the Nandi Public Service Board that to give us the number of gender and people with disability. But now Honorable Kifolwe has come out that we need to single out or to give out the data for every ward, the employees. And for the letter that we had written earlier to a Public Service Board, we will add that they should give us the number of employees of each ward. I think you should give us only 7 days so that we give the report to the House. Thank you.
Okay, so you therefore granted 7 days to make a report and file with this particular county assembly in response to the statement sought by the honorable member from Kiptuya. Honorable Bet.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to ask a response from the Department of Education on a statement that I sought more than a month ago on vacant position, particularly in my ward, 2 schools, and across the county, vacant position that were either occasioned by natural atrocities or retirement or resignation, Mr. Speaker. And remember, the schools have reopened and the situation remains the same. We are disadvantaging young children, Mr. Speaker, by not filling up those positions. And I would really want to ask the department to give a quick response on this, now that we are approaching the end of the budget cycle of 2025-2026. These are positions that were vacant, and according to the establishment, human resource establishment, those are positions that are voted. And the reason as to why the department is delaying to fill up those positions is actually disadvantaging the Kenyan children on fundamental rights of education, Mr. Speaker. And I want to ask you to give us guidance and response on the direction that this House is going to take to ensure we do not in any way infringe the rights of our children. Mr. Speaker, the Department of Education has been very hesitant to respond on these very serious issues that touches on lives of our people, of our young children. And I think this House should give direction to the Department of Education and Public Service. If they are not ready to respond, Mr. Speaker, let them appear before this House, explain the reasons as to why they are not able to fill those positions. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Beta, this is a statement that was sought. It is true, it was sought on 25th March. It is true that that particular statement was sought on 25th March 2026, and during then we were breaking for our recess and had given directions that the chairperson education and vocational training to report immediately after the recess. I don't know whether the chairperson education and vocational training is present. Any member from education committee? Honorable Korir, can you hold brief for your colleague chairperson? whether you've been able to get a response on this particular issue.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I think we should be able to get substantive response from the chair, Honorable Speaker, and I promise to take up the matter so that the same can be expedited in the shortest time possible, Mr. Speaker. I thank you.
I was really hoping that Honorable Korir, you will give some information that you've already obtained information from the relevant department. You know, something to appear that you've discussed on it as a committee, and it's just perhaps the chairperson to report.
Yeah, Honorable Speaker, we had actually deliberated at the committee level, but it's not yet firmed up because we are still seeking some information from the relevant department. So I believe we'll be able to firm up the same, Honorable Speaker.
So in view of what the honorable member is raising, that the schools are currently open, how soon can we have the substantive response to that particular issue?
Mr. Speaker, I think 7 days will be okay, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
So, Honorable Bet is further requesting for 7 days. Remember that he's holding brief for Honorable Kiprop.
Mr. Speaker, I'm a bit worried. Remember, I don't want to predict what is ahead of us, but we are breaking. 7 days is not ideal, Mr. Speaker. I don't know now that we are breaking up for the next 2 weeks, and the same problem will continue affecting our children because this is something that touches on education. Mogo Beach Primary, Mr. Speaker, lost two teachers last year. And as we speak now, there is no single teacher in that school. The whole of this year. These are very serious issues, Mr. Speaker. If we handle casually, then we are jeopardizing the life of our children.
Honorable Correa, I know you're in touch with the chairperson. Could you please be excused to engage him for a few minutes so that we can have this matter resolved in view of its urgency?
That is well noted, Mr. Speaker. I think the same communication can still be done through writing, Mr. Speaker. I thank you.
That is in order.
Thank you. Honorable Isaiah Maina.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm also following up on some questions. One, a question to the chairman of the County Executive Committee, Honorable Speaker. Who is the governor of the county? It was clear, Honorable Speaker, but at the time when it was scheduled, the forum was wrong. So when I wrote a letter to the speaker and he vacated that particular matter and advised that the House Business Committee will schedule it, along, Honorable Speaker, with a question also to the County Secretary on questions regarding public participation, a question to the member, County Executive Member for Public Service and is it something on the performance of county, the ward admins and the sub-county admins, and also on the extension of the tenure in office by the county secretary. So those were particularly critical questions. And I think there was also another question, Honorable Speaker. I would just like to mention all of them so that I sit down. There was also a question to the county executive member on education regarding the early childhood development, which I think touches on even what the Honorable Bate has just inquired about. So these were questions that were pending. they had been slotted time to the wrong forum, Honorable Speaker, and I had requested that they be directed to the right place. So my inquiry is on whether indeed the House business has considered and whether they are going to be slotting time, Honorable Speaker, and when such time shall be.
I note that, Honorable Minor, that there are a number of questions that you asked pursuant to outstanding orders. And as rightly put, one of the questions was on the performance of duty by the sub-county and the ward administrators. Another question was on the implementation of the programs under the FLOCA. We also had the question on the roles of ECDE in the county government. And there is also another one on the beautification of Kapsabet town. There were a number of issues that you raised. Further, there was a question on the establishment of the structures of the public participation and civic education in Nandi, and also on the reappointment of the county secretary. And finally, there was a request from a statement from the chairperson to the county executive committee. Indeed, honorable members had given directions then that, these are questions, and for questions, it can the proper forum for that to be prosecuted is through the plenary. We had also directed that the said questions be extracted and be transmitted to the relevant departments, and we have responses. I note that later all those matters were placed under the General Oversight Committee pursuant to Standing Order 187, which was later corrected by the communication made by the Deputy Speaker. And Clerk, I direct that those questions be resubmitted to the relevant departments, and we have the responses before we schedule the time as to when those CCMs or any other relevant person will appear before the county assembly for the purpose of answering those questions as provided for in the standing orders. Honorable Isaac.
I also want to get to know the fate of the statement I sought on utilization of the TSS. That one was almost a year ago. And then there was one on the Committee of Administration on one resident of mine who was involved in an accident with the ambulance of Nandi County. That statement is yet to be compensation and some agreement that had been entered into. I'm yet to get a feedback on the same, Mr. Speaker.
Well, we have the Honorable Chairperson Health, because there were some statements that were sought on 10th September. One was on the payments made to the Kapsabet Referral Hospital and Nandi Hill Sub-County Hospital by Chief. That was by Honorable Bet. We had on the implementation of the framework collaboration between the REREC and the county government of Nandi. That was to be responded by the Chairperson Finance. We also had an aspect on the payments of part and final agreed medical bill and settlement of the agreement. That is one Mr. Stephen Kibet Samoe. Honorable Chairpersons, because you are the ones who are tasked to respond to these particular statements. You're not coming back to the House to give a response as to what deliberations you've held with the other side of the government. And if you're unable to report to this House, then we cannot be able to make progress. It is a creation of your own, and I'm pleading with you, honorable members, to keep the timelines that we've given so that we can render justice and service to our electorates. So for those particular statements that they've not been responded to, I kindly urge you, let us have those responses so that the honorable members who are representing those people can be satisfied and perhaps make comments on those. I think that is it.
Honorable Speaker, could I also request, I have seen some responses to these questions. But I would wish, Honorable Speaker, that the clerk, the office of the clerk, insists that all the questions be answered. I mean, if it is possible to, so that we can have more comprehensive answers. If they could request, Honorable.
Yeah, that is well noted. Clerk, ensure that once you share those schedule of questions to the relevant persons or CCM members, they should be well answered, and we can have those responses in advance before we schedule a date as to when they should appear before this house to interact with the honorable members. Honorable member from Dalat.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Speaker. I have a statement also to seek. The subject of the statement, Mr. Speaker, is share disbursement for Kabiemit Health Center. Honorable Speaker, according to Standing Order 45(1)(c), I rise to seek a statement from the chairperson of the Health and Sanitation Committee on the above subject. Mr. Speaker, I'm aware that SHA recently made disbursements to health facilities across the county. Can the chairperson for Health and Sanitation Committee furnish this house on the disbursement schedules by SHA, cutting across the facilities in the county, and more specifically Kabiemit Health Center? So, Mr. Speaker, the operations of Kabiemit Health Center is in limbo, Mr. Speaker, because even them, the facility is aware that the disbursements, the schedules actually came out on somewhere in March. And based on those schedules, I think even the board went ahead to sit down and even budget for the same resources. But today, Mr. Speaker, the same resources are yet to hit the accounts of the facility. And I would wish to know from the committee or from the chairperson of the committee what really happened. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Chairperson, Health. The Vice Chairperson. Any member from the committee to hold brief for the chairperson? Honorable members, we don't have a member from the Health and Sanitation Committee. Honorable Salma, the last time I checked, you serve in that committee.
Honorable Speaker, I'm not a member.
Okay, so probably you are affected by the changes. Member from Health and Sanitation, you know, in the earlier session, we had the chairperson. Okay, in the absence of the chairperson, the vice chairperson, and also the other members serving in that committee, I'll give directions that we have a response to that particular statement within 7 days. And I direct the clerk to, you know, transmit that particular information, those particular directions to the committee through the chairperson. Is that okay, Honorable Member from Dalat?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We can now move to the next. Honorable Kerich.
Honorable Speaker, I have a request. Going by the order paper, I don't want to preempt what is in the order paper, but I want to request, Honorable Speaker, that all these issues to do with statements, let them be responded to immediately. Because, Honorable Speaker, there is a culture that is coming up, that we ask statement in this floor of the House, and then is it by design that the House adjourns and everything goes into most of the statements? I'm very much aware of many statements that have not been responded to. So, Honorable Speaker, I want you to make a ruling. And any chairman that will not comply, Honorable Speaker, let us use the standing orders of this House.
Honorable members, I've previously given directions to the chairpersons and also the members of the committees. I agree with what the honorable member from Kapsabet has alluded to, but not necessarily anticipating, what might come up in the next order. But in the event this county assembly adjourns, we still have the sessions of the committees, and I want to believe when we've given out 7 days, let us respond within those particular 7 days. If we're not going to comply with that, then I'll give directions, not limited to putting sanctions on the members who are not compliant with the directions that we give in this House. So, Honorable Matata, your issues, I think I've given directions that, let us have those responses within 7 days, notwithstanding the fact that the County Assembly may adjourn for other activities. We still have our committees that are on. Honorable Member from Lesos.
On this question, Honorable Speaker, I just like to seek a clarification from you. It's my understanding that, yes, the chairmen have a responsibility, but once the documents or the questions are transmitted, Honorable Speaker, outwards, is it not your good office and the office of the officers who should ensure that the responses come? So I think maybe it would be safer to say that any chair who does not probably report to this House, that responses are not forthcoming from the other end, is the one that you should take action against. But in the meantime, I have reason to believe that the other side is the one that delays. And so that maybe now sitting there, Honorable Speaker, you could make it very clear, because I know they watch, that this House means business, and that we would like to get the responses that we are asking. And it is not tafadhali. They should do it.
Honorable Member from Olesos. Remember that before we seek any statement from the relevant department, it is through the chairpersons. And I also want to believe that for us to receive any response from the executive or any other relevant body, it is through the same chairpersons. And therefore, I'm pleading with the honorable members that the chairpersons let us respond, whether it is in the affirmative or the other way. Let us respond back to this House that we've not received a response from the executive, so that we get to know on the directions that we'll take immediately we've had a response from the relevant committee chairpersons. Honorable Bet.
Mr. Speaker, I want to inform the Honorable MCA from Lesos, Mr. Speaker. And I want to ask...
Honorable Maina.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
You're good to go.
Yes, Honorable Speaker, let him inform me.
Okay.
Inform the Honorable MCA from Lesos, who happens to be the chair implementation, Mr. Speaker, that he should also assist us push on the implementation of some of the programs of the government now that he sits, and he's a very serious member on matters implementation of the programs of the government, Mr. Speaker. He should also assist his overall chair of all the chairs on implementation of government programs and even the statements, that is always sought in this house. Mr. Shangu, you stand a chance to take severe actions and sanctions on each member of the committee who is not discharging his or her duties, Mr. Speaker. So, Honorable Shangu, through the Speaker, please take action. You have a responsibility that lies ahead of you.
I think you've been well informed.
Honorable Speaker, whereas I would like to thank him for claiming that he's informing me, but he probably was guiding me. So let me just assume that he has guided me. And Honorable Speaker, you see there is that misconception about this committee. Indeed, it is the sectoral committees are there. And we don't micromanage the sectors. And so it shouldn't appear like that. But we will try to do what we can. That is assuming that the serious members who are there, some of them happen to be the chair of the budget, others are whoever, and they are friends, Honorable Speaker, of these other people, and they do not like questions, which we can discuss another day anyway, Honorable Speaker. Thank you very much for the guidance and wishing me good luck.
Thank you for that guidance, Honorable Bet, to the member from Olesos Ward. We can have the next order.
Order number 8, motion.
Honorable Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr.
Point of order, Mr.
What is your point of order, and as against the submissions of who?
Mr. Speaker, on the motion moved by the Honorable Member, I wanted to inquire from the Honorable Speaker if the motion meets our, the motion on discussion, Mr. Speaker, whether it meets the criteria set out by our standing order number 57, Mr. Speaker, number 47. That is, Mr. Speaker, on the notice of motion. I beg your guidance, Honorable Speaker.
You asking whether the motion satisfied the requirements of Standing Order 47? Honorable Tarbeya, by the time this motion is finding itself in the order paper, you know the procedures, and personally I have approved that particular motion. Therefore, that means that it satisfies those provisions of Standing Order 47.
But Mr. Speaker, the notice was not given on the by the mover, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable member from Nandi, as you read Standing Order 47, I plead you to read it alongside the provisions of Standing Order 52 on the motions that may be moved without notice, and particularly B, the motion for the adjournment, the motion for the adjournment of a county assembly or a debate.
I stand guided, Mr. Speaker. Maybe another inquiry, Mr. Speaker. So will the same motion, Mr. Speaker, be subjected to Standing Order 29, especially Part 3, Mr. Speaker?
You're saying Standing Order 29(3)?
Yes, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Tarbey, the applicability of the motion, the present motion before the House will not be subjected to the provisions of 29(3), and therefore a question will be put on this.
So therefore, Mr. Speaker, if it's not subjecting to Standing Order 29(3), it means it's a different motion as compared to the one you cited on Standing Order number 52, Mr. Speaker, because
I want you to read, keenly read these standing orders, Honorable Tarbey. Honorable Majority Leader, you may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I wish to move a motion on adjournment of the County Assembly. Honorable Speaker, aware that Standing Order number 28(3), the County Assembly provides that the County Assembly shall continue to be in session and may adjourn for such number of days as it may determine in its calendar. Further aware that the County Assembly is to consider the Nandi County budget estimates for financial year 2026-2027 by undertaking pre-budget scrutiny at sub-county level and consultative meeting with the Department of Finance and Economic Planning from, that is 6 to 11 May 2026, and thereafter the public persuasion to be held on 14 and 15 May 2026 at sub-county level, and finally preparation of the report from 19 to 25th 2026. Honorable Speaker, this House therefore resolves to adjourn its sittings from Wednesday 6 May 2026 to Tuesday 26 May 2026 so that the Budget Committee and the sectoral committees may get sufficient time to consider and review the budget estimates and make recommendations within 21 days stipulated by the standing orders. Honorable Speaker, as you are aware, already the budget has been tabled. Honorable Speaker, I tabled as per the order paper, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, this is a very crucial moment, Honorable Speaker, because as you are aware, most of the projects in the budget, Honorable Speaker, especially department like Department of Education, Honorable Speaker, most of the projects has not been implemented, Honorable Speaker. And I'm happy that we have the chair, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Minor. And I think this is now where the work will will apply light to our able chair, Honorable Speaker, implementation. Most of the projects in the Department of Education, Department of Health, Department of Trade, Honorable Speaker, has not been done, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, it is now the moment whereby an assembly can go to all the areas, Honorable Speaker, and ensure that these projects was it tendered, and if it was tendered, why is the projects has not been started, Honorable Speaker? I can give an example of, in my words, Honorable Speaker, I have an ECD, Honorable Speaker, called Panama STA, Honorable Speaker. The projects has not yet started, Honorable Speaker. And the challenges we are not getting as to why the project has not started, Honorable Speaker. We are being told the issue of EGP, Honorable Speaker, is not working, Honorable Speaker. And this is now a process, and I want to urge members, Honorable Speaker, to take this issue seriously, Honorable Speaker. This days from today, 6th, we should have a calendar, Honorable Speaker, and I think already the calendar has been prepared so that members can retreat and ensure that the projects across the county is working, Honorable Speaker. And those projects which are not been started, Honorable Speaker, and is in the budget, Honorable Speaker. And supposedly that project also, Honorable Speaker, will also appear in this budget for 26-27. It is now the high time that the chair budget, Honorable Speaker, can see so that we cannot double allocate the project, Honorable Speaker. So, Honorable Speaker, and on the issue of public possession, I happen to have attended the one for executive, Honorable Speaker, in Mosop. And Honorable Speaker, we have been having challenges, and I'm aware that Honorable Minor has raised a very serious issue, Honorable Speaker, in the statement on the issue of public possession, Honorable Speaker. You may find that when you attend public possession for executive, few members can attend, let's say 10 members that will represent the entire sub-county. And when we go for the one for the assembly, other members different from the one they had attended, Honorable Speaker, attends the same public possession. And you may find that they can change the projects, Honorable Speaker. And that's where we'll have a lot of challenges. So I want, Honorable Speaker, so that we can also liaise with the members so that we can ensure the members can attend and see that the budget which was brought to this assembly can, Honorable Speaker, be supported with the minimum changes, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I've even seen that budget, Honorable Speaker, and we have the two inputs, very crucial inputs. One, I think I've seen the budget on the uniforms for our ECD kids, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, I think these are it needs a very serious conversation, Honorable Speaker, so that we can see if this uniform will come to this to the assembly, Honorable Speaker, which are the color of this uniform. I think, Honorable Speaker, and this way the chair budget will help us, Honorable Speaker, so that when we'll be passing the uniform for these kids, we should have a symbol that will come to this assembly as part of the next year's in the budget, Honorable Speaker, so that we cannot pass only the uniform, we don't know the color, we don't know the type, we don't know the material. So I think those are the part of the critics in this budget, Honorable Speaker, so that we can consider budget going forward. Lastly, Honorable Speaker, I want to urge members so that when we allocate the timetable, Honorable Speaker, we ensure that we participate in this process as members of the Assembly so that we can come up with a report as per this motion, Honorable Speaker, so that we can come up with a right report which will inform the chair budget as he moves this budget, Honorable Speaker. Before the end of this financial year, we should be having the clear report, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, I think one of the issue members has been raising is those issues that the budget is being passed at the critical end, Honorable Speaker, that is towards the end of 30th June. And this assembly, Honorable Speaker, we have provided the time enough so that members can interact, can share ideas on the issues which they want to interrogate very well, Honorable Speaker. So this is now the period. I think the NINI will be cassetted so that the public session can be done in a very good attendance, Honorable Speaker, so that we can address these issues, Honorable Speaker. So, Honorable Speaker, I call upon the members to support this motion so that we can proceed for this exercise and ensure that we come with the right report for this assembly, Honorable Speaker. So I call upon the Honorable Whip to second.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to second this motion moved by the Honorable Majority Leader. Just to add on top of that, Honorable Speaker, is what you've just communicated to us as the chair, alongside the same issue, would aid us to get back when the House is fully furnished, Honorable Speaker, and again to address the issues that the Majority Leader has just stated. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I second.
Honorable members, I'll proceed to propose that aware that Standing Order 28.3, the County Assembly, provided the County Assembly shall continue to be in session and may adjourn for such a number of days as it may determine in its calendar. Further, aware that the County Assembly is to consider the Nandi County budget estimates for financial year 2026-2027 by undertaking pre-budget scrutiny and sub-county level and consultative meeting with the Department of Finance and Economic Planning from 6th to 11th May 2026, and thereafter public participation to be held on 14th and 15th May 2026 at sub-county level, and finally preparation of report from 19th to 25th May 2026. This House therefore resolves to adjourn its sittings from Wednesday 6th May 2026 to Tuesday 26th May 2026. so that the Budget Committee and the Sexual Committee may get sufficient time to consider, review the budget estimates and make recommendations within 21 days stipulated by the standing orders. The floor is open for debate. Honorable Member from Olesos.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the budgeting process is quite critical. And the fulfillment or probably adhering to the budgeting cycle is something that we have no luxury. And indeed, we are not able to we cannot avoid it. So yes, it really sounds nice that we are proposing to adjourn. Honorable Speaker, I would like to bring to you, as you may already be aware, we were supposed to resume yesterday, and we didn't. So let's just assume that we have resumed today. I think deep down, as a person elected, and I think as one member earlier on alluded, to do work in this house, I'm almost inclined to believe that we are trying to run away from this house. I'm almost inclined to believe. I'm even thinking that we are trying to avoid this house. I think I would not be wrong even in thinking that there is a probability some other powers, or I do not know, Honorable Speaker, I'm really worried that an honorable member wants to be anywhere else except this house. This is scary. I have read, or I heard, the Honorable Majority Leader saying, reading in that motion, Honorable Speaker, that to get adequate time, and we'll be away for a whole month. We've just been away for another month. I think this is risky. If it's up to me, we shouldn't do this. Because there are more very critical things. Honorable Speaker, you had an honorable member saying earlier on that if you give 7 days, it doesn't make sense because 7 days means we are already from adjournment to another adjournment. So we could easily say that this house, the best thing it does is to adjourn. And I find that, Honorable Speaker, to be rather disappointing. So yes, I understand that the budgeting cycle is important. But I wish there was another way of doing it, as opposed to this idea of giving ourselves time just to be away so that the business, the important business affecting our people are discussed here. There is the question of the ECD teachers, Honorable Speaker. I would be shocked when you begin hearing that someone is proposing to have uniforms when they have not even employed teachers. When the same teachers are still being paid, some salary that is called, there is a name for it, a certain name there. When they are still being considered as helpers, or I don't know what, caregivers. Honorable Speaker, I think, and we require to deliberate here. Honorable Speaker, I have invited the chairman of the county executive committee, when will he ever come if at the end of the day this house is just adjourning and adjourning? Couldn't we be able to do this without going on adjournment? Honestly, I think we are just running short of being a complete disgrace. And Honorable Speaker, this is very sad that we would have to keep on moving out of this house. It is my suggestion, Honorable. I would like to appeal to these members. Let us reject this motion and just prosecute whatever it is to be prosecuted while we are here, while this plenary is on. Other than that, if we do not have this plenary on, Honorable Speaker, this house might go down in history as one among those that probably shouldn't have been there during this time. It's very sad. And I would like to, as I sit down, Honorable Speaker, to point out to the majority leader, because he mentioned a very critical thing, that the budget in which he sits in that committee, Honorable Speaker, and he mentioned my name, so allow me the latitude, Honorable Speaker, to just say this, because he mentioned me. I was to rise on a point of order, but I didn't want to disrupt him. Standing Order 189, County Budget and Appropriation Committee. And I read this last time, Honorable Speaker, when we were doing the supplementary. If you read the function, it says, Honorable Speaker, that this committee shall investigate, inquire into, and report to the House on all matters related to the coordination, control, monitoring. Now, you see, this House has passed the appropriation bill and into an act. It composes all these projects, Honorable Speaker. That the issue of the committee just being like an organ of the executive, Honorable Speaker, they have, to my knowledge, unless I'm wrong, have not given us an investigation to anything in terms of this. And so the Honorable Leader of Majority, who sits in that committee, Honorable Speaker, and all the senior people in this House, Honorable Speaker, I oppose this motion. I propose that this House continues to receipt.
Honorable Korir, thereafter Honorable Kerich, followed by Honorable Bet from Kapchorwa.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise to support the motion brought in by Honorable Leader of Majority. Speaker.
Under what standing order, Honorable?
On the quorum, Honorable Speaker. Do we still have quorum to deliberate?
Honorable members, I note that the honorable member has raised a point of order pursuant to provisions of Standing Order number 36, where it says that if at any time after the chair is taken or when the county assembly is in a committee, a member objects that there is no quorum, the speaker or the chairperson shall order for the count. Consequently, I direct that may the count be done.
Honorable Speaker, quorum is not present.
Honorable members, further 2 says that if on the count under paragraph 1, a quorum does not appear to be present, the speaker or the chairperson shall cause the division bell to be rung as on a division, and if no quorum is present at the expiration of the 8 minutes, if the speaker is the chair, the speaker shall adjourn the county assembly until the next sitting without the question put. B, if the county assembly is in a committee, the chairperson shall leave the chair and report the facts to the speaker, who shall adjourn the county assembly until the next sitting without the question put. Consequently, I direct that the division bell to be rung for 8 minutes. And in the meantime, we have the whip from the minority side. You are permitted to leave the chamber to seek the members required to raise the quorum.
Honorable Speaker, quorum is now present.
I confirm that the quorum is present. Honorable Korir, you may proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. Honorable Speaker, I rise to support the motion on adjournment brought in by the Honorable Leader of Majority, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I wish to first indicate that we are entering a very crucial stage of budget cycle. And Mr. Speaker, I know we have a lot. We remember we have only 2 months to ensure that the budget is actually passed by end of June, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we have quite a number of activities. And Mr. Speaker, as usual, we are supposed to do public participations across the sub-counties. And Mr. Speaker, again, now that the budget has been tabled, it becomes a document for each and every committee, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in my submission, I wish to urge all the members in this House, Mr. Speaker. Remember, this is actually the last implementable budget in this term, Mr. Speaker. I wish to urge all the members to be very present and be proactive to ensure that whatever is required at this point in time and within these 2 months, we are running through, because we plan as a committee to do a very rigorous activity to ensure that all the parties are actually engaged. I wish to support this motion, that we break and ensure that we are doing this. And Mr. Speaker, again, by doing the budget cycle and even doing what is within the committees, Mr. Speaker, sir, this is actually an extension of what has been discussed in this House, Mr. Speaker. I therefore wish to request the members that we proceed, Mr. Speaker, so that we can be able to be serious on the same and ensure that whatever we require, Speaker, we are able to handle that, Mr. Speaker.
What is your point of order, Honorable Kerich?
Honorable Speaker, I would like the chair budget to confirm to this Honorable House that the activities that he has just mentioned, like the one for public participation and what have you, cannot be done when this House is in session.
Honorable Member from Kapsimotwo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to respond to what Honorable Matata has actually indicated, Mr. Speaker. It is not only public participation that we are going to pursue, Mr. Speaker. That is why it is in the wisdom of the House Business Committee, Mr. Speaker, to ensure that we have a plan for the entire session so that we can be able to engage. Even the number of committees, Mr. Speaker, we have the various chairs who will also be engaging the various departments, Mr. Speaker, sir. And therefore, I wish to request that, Mr. Speaker, this session can only participate, it can only be proactive, it can only be productive, Mr. Speaker, if we have time to ensure that we are doing the same, Mr. Speaker. So I want to request that we proceed.
Honorable Korir, the question was that
yes,
that is it not possible that those activities can be done when the House is in session? That was his point of order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, indeed we require the weekday, the very appropriate time, Mr. Speaker. Yes, indeed it can be done within when the House is in session, Mr. Speaker. But, Mr. Speaker, remember we have the number of days that the weekdays running from Monday to Friday, Mr. Speaker. We actually require that time so that we can be able to run around to ensure that the same can be done within the sub-counties. But I want to concur that indeed it can
So
still
you concede
take place.
that, that exercise can still be done when
Yes.
the House is in session?
Yes, Mr. Speaker. So I support.
Okay. Well, Honorable Kerich, you now want to make your contribution?
Yes, Honorable Speaker, I want to oppose this adjournment, Honorable Speaker. First, Honorable Speaker, going by the confirmation of the chair budget, he has just confirmed that all the activities can be done when the House is in session. This adjournment after adjournment, Honorable Speaker, is actually what is giving this House not to perform its duties as required by the law. Honorable Speaker, we've just come from an adjournment yesterday. Recess. Now we want to adjourn for another 21 days. When shall we do our business, Honorable Speaker? Honorable Speaker, this adjournment is what is giving the various sectoral chairmen the latitude not to respond to statements that have been sought in this Honorable House. And for that reason, Honorable Speaker, I oppose this adjournment by all means, Honorable Speaker, because we are being paid to be in this House. We are being paid to be in this House, Honorable Speaker. We have been in the recess for 1 month. You cannot tell us that the 1 month that we were in recess is not enough for honorable members to have done what they were supposed to do, Honorable Speaker. And I want to implore honorable members, let us uphold the integrity of this House. Let all those statements be responded. I'm happy that it has been confirmed in black and white that all the activities can be done concurrently when this House is in session. So why should we go? Why should we go for an adjournment and yet it is possible that we do all the activities? Honorable Speaker, we are rendering, unless instead of us going for an adjournment, it is even better now, Honorable Speaker, you declare this House to adjourn Sinadai. Because we are in adjournment after adjournment. Huh? Honorable Speaker, last time, there was a problem in the budget making process, whereby all the ongoing works were not captured in the budget until it forced us through a supplementary budget to onboard the ongoing works in progress. We cannot repeat the same this time round. And the only way is that we need to be around so that we see and we monitor these things closely, Honorable Speaker. We monitor these things closely. Honorable Speaker, we have the sectoral committees. The budget here, now that it has been tabled here, it will be given to the sectoral committees to interrogate. Will the sectoral committees sit outside this assembly? That is the question. Will the sectoral committees interrogate the budget outside the premises of this assembly, Honorable Speaker? We need to be given facts. What is happening with this?
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
What is your point of order, Honorable Korir?
Number 9, Mr. Speaker, accuracy of facts, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, all the committees, in fact, just to indicate, is a member of Kapsabet in order to indicate that committees might not be able to operate outside this House, Mr. Speaker, and yet all the committees are actually done out
Speaker,
Yes, take your time, Honorable Kerich. Just
no, there is a
perhaps you can use
Honorable
your
Speaker,
colleagues.
the chair budget is not getting me correctly. I've just asked a question, Honorable Speaker, that the sectoral committees, will the sectoral committees sit outside the premises of this assembly to interrogate the budget, or we are, as it has been a norm, is that we sit in the committee rooms to interrogate the budgets that have just been tabled here, Honorable Speaker? I've not said that the sectoral committees will sit outside. No. If you can confirm that the sectoral committees are unable to sit within the premises of this assembly, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Korir, I believe the member is not out of order.
Indeed. Because what he has just indicated was that...
I have said that he's not out of order.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I don't know what is happening with our gadgets, huh? Maybe you can come clear on that before Honorable Matata can be able to clarify.
What I had...
Point of order, Honorable Speaker. That's why one of the things we need to adjourn is because, you know...
Honorable Rotich, I have had the motion moved, and the reason as to why the Honorable Majority Leader was moving such a motion, public participation. I don't know whether public participation will form part of these gadgets, but that notwithstanding, Honorable Korir, you can come out clear so that Honorable Kerich can be able to clarify.
I think we have had a problem with these gadgets, Honorable Speaker. That's why I'm not able to communicate to him clearly. What I heard him say, Honorable Speaker, was that actually he was indicating that the committees will not be able to sit. They must be able to sit within the precincts of the County Assembly, Mr. Speaker. So I was indicating to him that it's possible that the way has been a norm, they can sit outside these precincts, Mr. Speaker. And that's what I was indicating to him. That's what I heard him say, Mr. Speaker.
No,
yeah.
I think, Honorable Speaker, he gotten me wrongly.
Well, maybe you can reframe what you said so that he's
Honorable
satisfied.
Speaker, I had said that if the Honorable Chair can convince us that committees cannot sit within the premises of this assembly, and that is why it necessitates this adjournment, Honorable Speaker. But it has been confirmed that the committees can run as usual. Honorable Speaker, before even we adjourn, Honorable Speaker, we've just come from the recess yesterday. Why can't we give ourselves even 2 weeks so that we can do the businesses of this house for 2 weeks? And then now if we can adjourn so that the same, because Honorable Speaker, I know.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
What is your point of order, Honorable Rotich?
Does the Honorable Member mean that when we adjourn, you know, we have two businesses of the House. We have the plenary and the committees. So does that mean when we adjourn, we're also adjourning plus the committees, which I'm told the budget has been given time to go and do the processes of the estimates. So, you know, even budget committee sitting down is business of the House. So it's good for him to clarify which business is he saying.
And I believe I'd given directions that the committees are on, regardless of the outcome of the motion before this House.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, that the committees are on. So I don't see why we should also adjourn the plenary session of this House, Honorable Speaker. If the committees are on and we are coming here in the Assembly, why should we also adjourn the plenary session, Honorable Speaker? So, Honorable Speaker, I personally, for the integrity of this House, now that we've just come from a recess, let us oppose this motion so that we can give even the chairman of the various sectoral committee time to respond to the statements that have been sought by the honorable members. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Bet.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to support this motion on adjournment. While I agree with the members who have spoken that we have very important business to transact in this house, and now that it has been made very clear that the committees will run, Mr. Speaker, as I rise to support this motion, on two basic reasons. One is on the reason of participating in budget making process. Two is the issue of monitoring and evaluation, Mr. Speaker. Monitoring and evaluation is not something unusual. And it is not done in this house, Mr. Speaker. This is a precedent that has been set. This is a precedent that has been set elsewhere, even the Senate, National Assembly, and this house, Mr. Speaker. A month ago or 3 weeks ago, the Standing Committee of Health at the Senate, Mr. Speaker, led by His Excellency Mandago, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
What is your point of order?
On accuracy of facts.
Yes.
In this motion, Honorable Speaker, I have not seen anything to do with monitoring and evaluation. Secondly, Honorable Speaker, can the member here justify? Can the member justify here that it is a must that the plenary session of this assembly be adjourned so that the other activity of budgetary can go on? Can he justify that the other activity cannot go on while this session is on?
Mr. Speaker, you know, sometimes understanding things needs some wisdom, Mr. Speaker. Under Article 185, on one of the responsibilities of these members, Mr. Speaker, is monitoring and evaluation, Mr. Speaker. Monitoring and evaluation cannot be done in this house. It is part of the oversight. You don't have to literally interpret the monitoring and evaluation, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Speaker,
Honorable.
we need to be very much accurate on issues, Honorable Speaker. Let us not bring issues that are not in this motion, Honorable Speaker. Even monitoring and evaluation is a continuous process. Even me, I've just been from my ward, and I have attended some of these projects in my ward and see their progress. So, as an oversight body. So, I want the member to deal with the motion. Let us not bring issues that are not in the motion, Honorable Speaker, so that convince me in the motion.
Honorable Kericha, I believe the honorable member from Kapchorwa was making some progress. I know basically in some situations he may use some words that are not specifically in the motion, but addressing the same issue. So let us give him an opportunity so that he can ventilate his submission.
Mr. Speaker, I was doing what we call holistic approach on matters of importance, Mr. Speaker. And when you are doing a holistic approach, Mr. Speaker, you must bring the understanding of members who are very difficult to understand. Mr. Speaker, one of the core responsibilities of this house and the members of this house is...
Honorable
oversight.
Speaker, point of
Mr.
order,
Speaker.
Honorable Speaker. We cannot allow Honorable Bet to use unfriendly language in this house, Honorable Speaker.
What was so unfriendly?
Can he justify how he has gauged the understanding of other members? Because he has used the term difficult to understand. Can he tell us, does he have the understanding autometer to gauge?
Mr. Speaker,
I know you are...
sorry for using some
officer.
difficult words, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, you can
But I
just...
want to drive a point. And Honorable, my good friend, Mheshimiwa Matata, who happens to be MCA for the Kapsabet, our headquarter, that I was just trying to drive a point, Mr. Speaker, that one of the responsibilities of members, the constitutional responsibilities, Mr. Speaker, is oversight. Mr. Speaker, we have very serious issues that if we adjourn this House, some of the members, either collectively or individually, Mr. Speaker, during this recess, would want to find time and check on the progress of these projects outside there. Because ideally, when you adjourn, we are given an opportunity to check on some of this progress. Mheshimiwa Matata came late, Mr. Speaker, because he consumed time that was supposed to sit in this House to go out there and do monitoring and evaluation, Mr. Speaker. That is why he came in late. I knew you had other responsibilities to do, but our senior session chair was out doing
Honorable
monitoring and
Bett,
evaluation,
perhaps
Mr.
you
Speaker.
can just relax your language so that you don't invite
I'm
many
not
of point
inviting.
of orders.
He has clearly mentioned that he was doing monitoring and evaluation. And that is the time that he was supposed to sit and transact business in this House, Mr. Speaker. It means he had no time to do monitoring and evaluation or check on the progress. One of the reasons as to why we are adjourning is for him and others to find time to go out and check on the implementation of programs of this government out there. That said and done, Mr. Speaker, on public participation on budget making process, as mentioned by this motion, Mr. Speaker, we have 6 sub-counties and we normally move around and participate in the budget making process, Mr. Speaker. This would only be done when this House is adjourned. This would only happen outside this assembly, Mr. Speaker. Well, as I agree with these members, we have very serious issues that we must handle in this assembly, Mr. Speaker. And I would request, in your own wisdom, and the wisdom of the House Business Committee, looking at the recess period, it runs for 21 days. The adjournment, if possible, we move amendment to be 14 days so that we can transact some business for a week before we go for this. I'm saying amendment so that 21 days, Mr. Speaker, is quite long. Why? 2 weeks is enough for us. Look at the dates mentioned here. From 6th all the way to 14th and 15th. Thereafter, we are supposed to report on 19. Look at that kind of arrangement, Mr. Speaker, in your own wisdom and the leader of majority. 26. Yeah. Leader of majority, we are able to amend to 14 days, then we are able to transact at the same time, do our responsibility out there for public participation on the budget making process. So, Mr. Speaker, if I'm allowed, I need to move an amendment that this adjournment should run for 14 days as opposed to 21 days, Mr. Speaker. And I would want to request the Chair Budget to second this amendment.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Tarbey.
Mr. Speaker, the honorable member is out of order to move an amendment without writing, Mr. Speaker, and the motion is intending to move. Removing 5 days on the adjournment, Mr. Speaker, will alter the objective of the mover of the motion, Mr. Speaker, so it should be rejected, Mr. Speaker.
And I know the honorable member from Kapchorwa is a very procedural honorable member, and you know how such motions for amendment should be done. So you know what to do with the motion. Honorable Tarbey.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, I rise to oppose this motion for amendment. And Mr. Speaker, I believe in my leader of majority.
There is no motion for amendment, huh? I think.
The
motion of adjournment. The motion that is before the county assembly currently is the motion for adjournment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Because,
Mr. Speaker.
As regard the amendment, I have rejected that.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to oppose this motion of adjournment as moved by my able leader of majority. Mr. Speaker, I normally refer to him as the commander, Mr. Speaker, in quotes. But, Mr. Speaker, today my commander has disappointed me, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, how can an able leader of majority move a pack-to-pack motion of adjournment? Mr. Speaker, The last time we were here, he was moving a motion of recess. And Mr. Speaker, before we transact any other business, he's now moving a motion of adjournment.
What is your point of order, Honorable Majority Leader?
Honorable Speaker, on the accuracy of facts, Honorable Speaker. The one for recess, Honorable Speaker, is in the calendar of the Assembly. And by virtue that Honorable Darbe is a senior member, Honorable Speaker, I didn't move adjournment for recess, Honorable Speaker. It was in the calendar, Honorable Speaker. And I think this one is making a wrong allusion.
Mr. Speaker, standing order number 9, the accuracy of fact. If we go to the records of this House, the last motion, which is adjournment for recess, was moved by the leader of majority, Mr. Speaker, and that's what.
That is why the Honorable Majority Leader is saying that that is provided for in the calendar, and it is his responsibility to move such a motion. Basically, that is what he's saying. The leader of majority is saying that he did not ordinarily move a motion for adjournment, or rather for the interruption of the calendar of the county assembly. That is provided for under the standing orders. It is this particular house that passed a motion to adopt its calendar.
I stand guided, Honorable Speaker. That's why I'm saying, Honorable Speaker, now that we are from recess, we have not transacted even a single business.
You have to
I withdraw and apologize, Mr. Speaker.
Before you make progress.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I withdraw.
Point of information, Honorable Speaker.
Whom do you want to inform, Honorable
The House.
Maina?
The House. Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Majority Leader moved a procedural motion, but it was for this House to vacate its sittings for that time. It was in the calendar. Today, he just moved a similar motion, which is not in the calendar. But the net effect of the two motions are equal. So I do not see what infringement the Honorable Tarbey has made.
Honorable Maina, you are sitting on a decision that have already given directions. You out of order. Honorable Tarbey, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. That's why I'm saying, Mr. Speaker, this motion has come at the wrong time, Mr. Speaker, because we have not even transacted a single business in this Honorable House, Mr. Speaker. And the leader of majority who is mandated to bring this motion is bringing the same motion, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I feel disappointed.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker. On accuracy of facts.
Yes, Honorable Member from Kurgung Surungai.
Honorable Member who is on the feet right now, Honorable Speaker, is saying that the House has not transacted any business. 20 minutes ago, Honorable Member from Kapsimatwa Chair Budget was tabling a paper. Honorable Member from Dalat was seeking a statement. What do you mean when they say has not transacted any business?
Honorable Tarbey, will you come out clear on that?
Mr. Speaker, I meant substantive motion, a report, or any bill in this Honorable House, Mr. Speaker.
So does that mean that the House has not transacted any business? Perhaps you can rephrase it for handled purposes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, like Mr. Speaker, when we went for, we have just come from a report, right, Mr. Speaker. Personally, as a chairman for delegated, I have a report which I felt maybe should be tabled in this floor of the House. But Mr. Speaker, if I'm sent away for another 21 days, I am wondering when.
Honorable,
point of order,
you've not corrected this.
Mr. Speaker, I think I've said I meant in business I meant a motion, a bill, or any other substantive deliberation, Mr. Speaker. Because from recess, Mr. Speaker, this is the first motion we are talking about, Mr. Speaker. Apart from the
Honorable Tarbey, you seem to be so dodgy. Tarbey, sorry, you seem to be so dodgy on that. You say that the House has not transacted any business. Could you just say that the House has not transacted, this particular issue, so that it is not on record that this House, having resumed, has not transacted any business?
Mr. Speaker, if I may stand guided by the Speaker, yesterday we were to resume, but we lacked quorum, so we didn't transact any other business, Mr. The first session we are having, Mr. Speaker, is maybe I wanted to mean a session, Mr. Speaker. That is a sitting, meaning morning session, the afternoon session, but this is the only session we have sat, Mr. Speaker. That's what I intended.
Does it have any business with, transacting business of the House?
Maybe I should have used the term session, Mr. Speaker, if guided.
Okay, well and good.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Wind up then.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As I wind up, Mr. Speaker, I want to say I oppose this motion, Mr. Speaker, that we should not be adjourning. As guided by the honorable member of Matata, as when he was contributing, Mr. Speaker, these chambers doesn't prevent us, Mr. Speaker, or assembly sitting doesn't prevent us from doing business. And Mr. Speaker, what has been cited, you know, I feel disappointed, Mr. Speaker, that one of the reasons as to why we are adjourning is to have a consultative meeting with the Department of Finance and Economic. Mr. Speaker, we have been trying to invite these people to come and shed light in the flow of the House, Mr. They have reviews. Now, Mr. Speaker, we have delegated our oversight and representation role. We want to follow them, I don't know to which hotel, to go and negotiate with them, Mr. Speaker, and tell them, please assist us go through the budget. What is wrong, Mr. Speaker? If we continue with the session, they come here, we interrogate the budget together, it is streamlined live, Mr. Speaker. I don't know where we'll be doing this consultative meeting. Whether are we going to an hotel, to a particular village with them? I don't understand, Mr. Speaker, why you are adjourning just to go and follow up with the finance people that we want to do budget with them, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's really disappointing, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, if it's a matter of renovation as cited by the Honorable Whip, because when he was told to second the motion, he's saying renovations are taking place, Mr. Speaker. And I want to pick from what the mover of the motion said, that we are now making budget and we need to interrogate even the procurement processes. Mr. Speaker, unless we want to renovate these chambers, because you know this house is full of surprises, Mr. Speaker. When after recess, Mr. Speaker, I came, I saw some new pictures outside there, Mr. Speaker. If that is the renovation we want to do, Mr. Speaker, in terms of putting new pictures, Mr. Speaker, then I would say these old chambers should not be renovated by any means, Mr. Speaker, because after all, those who constructed these chambers, Mr. Speaker, they are long gone. I would have expected even the picture of the late Honorable Jemalan. The pioneers of this honorable house should be outside there.
Point of information, Mr. Speaker.
You want to be informed, honorable member from Nandi? Honorable
Yes,
Tarbe?
so long as you will reserve me my time, you can inform me, Mr. Speaker.
Apparently, you had less than a minute, so I'll
Thank
freeze
you,
that.
Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Honorable Tarbay, for accepting my information. Mr. Speaker, we are in charge of budget committee, Mr. Speaker, and in so doing, whatever is budgeted always, Mr. Speaker, eventually will end into a budget implementation. Mr. Speaker, I wish to inform the honorable member that what is being exercised here, Mr. Speaker, by the rightful bodies, Mr. Speaker, is just implementing what was captured in the budget. And part of it was renovation of this assembly, Mr. Speaker. That's why we are actually the body, that is the clerk and the accounting officer, is trying to implement what is in the budget, Mr. Speaker. I wanted to just inform him.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. With that guidance, Mr. Speaker, then the chair should have told us they want to renovate the assembly, and therefore we cannot hold our regular sittings, that we should vacate, Mr. Speaker, and do the assembly somewhere. Because, Mr. Speaker, what is the reason on the ongoing renovations? How is it affecting maybe our normal sitting, Mr. Speaker? That's why I'm saying, because it seems there are hidden guards, Mr. Speaker, that we are not getting, Mr. Speaker. So that unless they want to renovate the new seats, now that's the logic behind us maybe going for an adjournment for another 21 days, Mr. Speaker, for renovation to take place, Mr. Speaker. But, Mr. Speaker, I stand disappointed. Mr. Speaker, we should not be adjourning after adjourning, Mr. Speaker. We have just been motion moved by the Honorable Mospei, where we are uploading the survey for breaking a record, Mr. Speaker. But if this is a trend that we are taking, Mr. Speaker, we will lead by records in terms of all the assemblies, Mr. Speaker, in terms of adjournment. Mr. I object, Mr. Speaker, and I oppose that we should not. Let's continue with our businesses. The monitoring and evaluation, when we adjourn even for recess, Mr. Speaker, we are telling the honorable members to go and do monitoring and evaluation of their ward projects. So I don't know what's different, Mr. And how can you move a whole assembly to go and do an evaluation in Kapsabet County Referral Hospital when we have a NEPO chairman for health with these committees? Mr. Speaker, in fact, we will be wasting a lot of resources, taking all our vehicles.
We should be winding up, honorable member from Nandi.
Thank you. I'm winding up, Mr. Speaker. I'm wondering where we'll get the resources to fuel our vehicles, move the entire assembly around across the county, Mr. Speaker, for nothing. We should save those resources, Mr. Speaker, and do wonderful job. Yeah, the assembly, Mr. I object, Mr. Speaker, the motion of adjournment.
Okay. Honorable Isaac.
Mr. Speaker, I have the privilege of sitting in the House Business Committee, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, you know, we had to take time to consult Mr. Speaker. And it reached a point when we say that, let the members go and decide through this motion, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, when things got hot, Mr. Speaker, I realized that some members have come in, Mr. Speaker, and you know, there is this statement I sought, which from the Chair of Finance, Mr. Speaker, and for a whole almost 1 year, the statement has not been responded to, largely courtesy of the adjournments, Mr. Speaker. Now again, you know, I was seeing in the social media, even the members of the public are beginning to ask, and they are beginning to pinpoint the usage of the cess money, Mr. Speaker. And quite a number of other statements, Mr. Speaker, which a chairman would say, give me 7 days, and they know that we are going to go for 21 days, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, to avoid this hide and seek kind of game, to avoid this house becoming an avenue for those who cannot be able to respond, to buy time, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, you remember in my committee, or in our committee of House Rules and Procedure, Mr. Speaker, where you are the chairman, we tried to cure the aspect where we have very limited time for committees and very limited time for monitoring and evaluation, Mr. Speaker. We amended the standing orders to reduce the number of plenary days from the initial 3 days to 2 days. So, Mr. Speaker, we have sufficient time to do the interrogation of that budget, to go through the process that we are purporting to get time, to get more time to look into. So, Mr. Speaker, even the Honorable Bate from Kapchorwa himself, they say it is only a fool who doesn't change his mind. And indeed, he is proven to be a wise man. He has tried to reduce the number of days from 21 to 14, Mr. Speaker. And much as you say that he is a master of procedures, Mr. Speaker, he has failed to do the amendment successfully, Mr. Speaker. And I think it is, let us do the honorable thing. On the said dates of 14th and 15th, where we are supposed to go to the sub-counties, we can do the normal procedure. We do the adjournment for the 2 days, and then we go and finish up the business of meeting the Raya back there. Remember, in your address, Mr. Speaker, you lauded us for having been in a recess where we met our residents, where we interacted, we looked at the projects. But it is now the time to carry out our business in this house, in this plenary session. So, Mr. Speaker, I don't support that we adjourn. I oppose the motion, and we continue like our calendar is. Mr. Speaker, thank you.
Honorable Majority.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think, Mr. Speaker.
I'd seen Mike Honorable Ezra. Was your mic on? Yeah, well, we can have Honorable Rotich, Honorable Birech.
Thank you so much.
I've seen the minority whip, and lastly, I've seen mics everywhere. Yes, Honorable.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. Thank you for giving me this chance to contribute to this motion on adjournment of the County Assembly. Honorable Speaker, based on the reasons given by the majority leader, one, on the issue of county budget estimates for this coming financial year, we all know and believe that, not believe, but know that, you know, we have timelines for ensuring that we finalize on the process of budget making process. And apart from the committee deliberating on the same, we are supposed to have a public participation to get the input of the public on whether what is on the budget is their wishes or it's something that emanated from somewhere else. And for us to meet with these people, with our electorates, we have to make visits to various regions of our county. And we cannot do that when we are here. We have to do quite a number of those things outside these particular premises. Number two is honorable member who was contributing earlier mentioned very well that, you know, we have the MNE, even in the Committee of Health. One of so many issues that are there in the daily discussions.
Order, Honorable Speaker.
What is your point of order, Honorable Member from Molesos?
On number 90, Honorable Speaker. And I think you should put this issue to rest, Honorable Speaker. Is it that this motion is asking for time to go for M&E? Is it the subject of this motion? Because earlier on, another member mentioned it. I'm still saying something, Honorable. Another member mentioned it and it just went. But to the best of my knowledge, I think we should just limit ourselves to what the House is being requested to do. On the face of the motion, I have honestly not seen M&E anywhere, Honorable Speaker. So is the member in order to claim that this House wants to go on M&E when he knows that that is not what the motion is about? Is he in order, Honorable Speaker?
Well, your point is, Honorable Rotich. You
Honorable
able
Speaker.
to substantiate that the monitoring and evaluation that you're talking of is part of this motion. That is basically what the Honorable Member from Molesos is saying.
You know, I can as well withdraw that particular part of M&E, but it's within our purview that since the committees will be ongoing, the committees either sits within the House to do their committee sessions or go outside with the various committees to visit various facilities, like the health. I was trying to bring the point home that the Committee of Health, despite the fact that the committees will be ongoing, that particular committee, some of them will be going to Metete, will be going to Chepterwai, and when we make that visits, we cannot manage to come back here. For
Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Maina, what is your point of order? I thought he has addressed that particular issue.
Honorable Speaker, I would like also to just for purposes of record, Honorable Speaker, just indulge me, because the Honorable Member talks about committees going to Metete and other very many places. He wants to claim that that's what the committees will be doing. I have looked at this motion, Honorable Speaker. I do not see any addendum there which says that this committee will be going here or wherever. The only thing I can see, Honorable Speaker, is that this motion is a bit categorical where it says that there will be something called, which is quite suspicious, Honorable Speaker, a pre-budget scrutiny. And then consultative meeting with the Department of Finance and Economic Planning. That's the only thing I can see in this motion.
Honorable Isaiah
so
Maina,
this visit to Metete and wherever, where is the member getting it
You've skipped that particular paragraph on pre-budget scrutiny at sub-county level. I want to believe when these things are being done at the sub-county level, it involves the movement.
So, Honorable Speaker, are we saying in this House, and can it be clarified for avoidance of doubt, that apart from the public participation sessions scheduled for 15 and 14 in this order paper, are we saying that there will be some other meetings whose dates are not very clear and that they will be done in sub-counties, and it is not here.
We can, the leader of majority, the mover of the motion, has heard that, and perhaps in his right of reply, he may be able to clarify on that particular issue.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
So thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. Based on the two reasons given, as per my analysis and the little experience I have in this house, those are weighty matters that deserves this adjournment, and I support the adjournment of this motion.
Honorable Birech, just a minute each, please.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. Honorable Speaker, first, I want to support this motion. And Honorable Speaker, I've had many honorable members that M&E does not form part of budget making process.
Honorable Speaker,
Honorable Speaker,
point of order.
I want to confirm here today.
Honorable Minor, resume your seat. Just resume your seat.
Honorable Speaker,
Honorable Birech.
BFM Act Section, BFM Act 2012 confirms that M&E is part of budget making process. Honorable Speaker,
point of
what
order,
is
Honorable
M&E?
Speaker.
Honorable Speaker.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Matata, I don't want to take any other point of order.
Honorable Speaker, that would be unfair to us. I think, Honorable Speaker, you should
What is
just
your point of
allow-
order? Because I don't want to hear a point of order
point
that
of
are
order, Honorable
repetitions.
Speaker, on
We've
the
raised
issue
a
of-
number of point of orders and
The issue of M&E, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, it is the issue, we are not disputing on the issue of M&E. What we are saying, Honorable Speaker, NME can be done while the same plenary session is on. Number two, Honorable Speaker, it is on record that Honorable Birech has a statement that he has not responded for the last 1 year. And today he wants also this house to adjourn so that he can have the latitude not to respond to that statement, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Matata, you've well said that monitoring and evaluation can be done when this house is in session. No one is disputing that. Let the honorable member from
Honorable Speaker,
maybe you can just have a sit down so that we can.
You see, Honorable Speaker, there is just a small divergence I have, because he claims that some people, some members have argued that M&E is not part of budgeting. That's what is on record. And this is what I wanted to expand, Honorable Speaker, because there has been no such argument. There is no argument that has been prosecuted here to say that M&E is not part of budgeting.
Well, I think
Would you withdraw
Honorable
that?
Birech, it is true that I've not had members say that M&D is not part of budget making process. Perhaps you can make your contribution without necessarily saying that some other members have said that monitoring and evaluation is not part of budget making process.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. We are on process of...
Just correct the record first, Honorable Birech, before you make progress.
Honorable Speaker, I think I was on record saying that the fact is M&E is part of
correct
budget
the
making
record,
process.
Honorable, yes.
And I think I didn't direct to anyone that he or she has said,
Honorable Birech, I have said that you've said that some people have argued that monitoring and evaluation is not part of budget making process. That is a statement that we are seeking to be expunged from the record. As you put it correct, that monitoring and evaluation is part of budget making process.
That's not Honorable Speaker. Let me retract that one. That if I said, but the fact is, Honorable Speaker.
Point of information, Honorable Speaker.
Want to inform the honorable member?
Yes.
Yes, kindly please inform him.
Honorable Speaker, one of the biggest arguments that is here is that M&E is not part of discussion in this particular motion. And the honorable member is making it clear that part of pre-budget scrutiny, M&E is included. So why should it be expunged, yet it is part of the budget making process?
Rotich, I didn't know that you're seeking to review the direction that given. It is actually a matter of semantics, because what honorable member from Olesos has an issue with is when he said when the honorable member from Tinderet said that some people are saying that monitoring and evaluation is not part of budget making process. Precisely that is the issue that is bringing issues.
Honorable Speaker, I'll just withdraw the term some people. But the fact is, M&E should form part of this discussion.
Point of order, Mr.
Honorable Birech, I've given directions.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
You either comply with those directions, Honorable Birech, or I find you to be out of order.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
No. Let that issue be addressed first.
Honorable Speaker, I withdraw that, Honorable Speaker.
What
Now,
have you withdrawn, Honorable Birech?
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Speaker, I retract the statement that I said that some members have said M&E is not part of monitoring and evaluation. Honorable Speaker.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, I don't know why we are interrupting this debate as much as what is your point of order, Honorable Tarbey?
Mr. Speaker, I'm raising past one to standing order number 31, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I am
Standing order?
Number 31. On the hours of meeting, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm seeing my watch is telling me it's 1:06 p.m., Mr. Speaker, and our session should have ended at 1 p.m. So, meeting, Mr. Speaker, we are past the required time, and so we are illegally transacting, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, honorable members, indeed, a point of order has been raised by the honorable member from Nandi, and that keenly looking at the provisions of Standing Order 31, the hours of meeting, and more so part 2, that unless for the convenience of the County Assembly, the Speaker or the Chairperson, as the case may be, directs earlier or later interruption of the business at 6:30 p.m. or if it is an allotted day at 7 p.m. on the occasion of an afternoon sitting, and at 1 p.m. on the occasion of a morning sitting, the Speaker or the Chairperson of the committee shall interrupt the business then under consideration, and if the County Assembly is in committee, the Chairperson shall leave the chair and report the progress and ask to leave again. I note that it is now 1:09 p.m. and such an interruption was not made, and therefore the next sitting will be at 2:30 p.m. So, honorable members, there being no any other business to be transacted within this time, the House stands adjourned until 2:30 p.m.